Hey guys, welcome to FrostBytez and Topsy Hatley's post-commentary extravaganza.
Oh yeah, we're excited to be here today. Not the day that it actually happened, though.
Not the day that actually happened, but the day after the day when it happened. It took a while to get our schedules in a perfect way where we could actually get together to watch the video of me doing it, and like I said, doing post-commentary on it. It's very upsetting it had to come down to this, but it just couldn't be helped. I put a bulletin on YouTube about it for those of you who read it. I beat the final part of me beating it, which, spoiler alert, I beat it. Got messed up because Skype was giving us the hardest time that whole entire week, honestly.
We tried several times to just do a simple video, and we always came across each other as robots or fucking, like, mixed up signals. We even got dropped calls happening.
I was going to say, we got dropped calls. I tried recording it. I actually listened to the playback. It only lasted about 6 minutes out of the 13-minute video. And literally, I could barely hear you, and then all of a sudden it just completely stopped. Like, all you could hear was me, and then all of a sudden it was just boom, it was over, because Skype was just, I don't know what it was. It was just giving us the hardest time. It seems to be working. Well, obviously it's working fine right now, or else we wouldn't be doing this. And, you know, it's rather unfortunate because then we don't get the reaction of how it felt to actually have it happen.
Dude, I know, seriously, because I remember, like, and I'm trying not to get too far ahead of the video itself, but I remember when she actually did the rainbow, she started doing it, you were like, oh yes! Yes, hit me, bitch!
Yeah.
Hit me, bitch! Do it now!
Yeah, I know. I was freaking out because, I mean, it was like it actually happened. You know, and for some of you that are probably thinking, you know, well, since Skype's working now, why not just give it another shot? like we said, we tried it, like, I'd say twice we tried it, and I died about a grand total of 4 times. So the fact that I actually beat her was like almost a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and we didn't want to see how many times it would take me to beat her again. But in the end, the overall strategy I went with was trying to take out the first half of the fight down as quick as possible, using super missiles as much as I could, you know, just so I can get it done, because I felt confident in dodging all of her attacks, but the main problem was this attack right here that is going on. I did not know this until one of the failed attempts. It actually takes a full tank of energy when it hits you. A full tank.
You really don't even realize that's true. Like, when you're playing a regular game, like a regular...
Yeah.
You have so much health, you're not even worried about it, but it's like...
Yeah, exactly. But in a situation like this, when you... And that was a close one. I had a freaking dodge underneath it. Like, I had many close encounters with getting hit by it.
You had so many clutch moments.
Yeah, you know, when it finally... And then she started moving forward, and here's where it was, where I was screaming, like, hit me, bitch! Hit me, bitch! Like, I was having fun at that point because I knew I had done it, because I don't think we said it in our previous video. You need to have 3 tanks of energy in order for the rainbow attack not to kill you.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it can't be a 1% run or a no % run, because you do need a specific amount of energy. Now, I'm pretty sure there are some psychopaths out there that have beat it with only 3 energy tanks. I guarantee it.
Wow. Well, no.
But
4 energy tanks.
4 energy tanks?
Like,
well, no, you can do it. You can do it with 3. Because when you have 3 energy tanks, you still have the 99 energy.
Oh, you're right.
Because when she attacked me, I had 3 energy tanks and 56 energy. Now I have only 56 energy. But again, it's just so hard with that one attack that takes a full bar of energy. Like, if you get hit by one of those, that's basically it. And that happened twice, actually. When we tried recording earlier, I would get hit by it and it lowered me down far enough. It was like, that's it, I'm dead. And I would just run into her and die. You know, because there just really wasn't any point of moving on.
You were getting so, like, irritated. Like, I don't know about if I want to say you were pissed off, but man, you were getting...
I wasn't pissed off, especially not Ridley pissed off. That was bad. Because they hadn't... I mean, yes, I was getting irritated because I kept getting so close and that one attack just kept getting me. But because, like, when I beat... Like, here's the thing. The time you're seeing me beat her, this was our 3rd attempt trying it, and yes, I am defeating her on the 1st attempt of our 3rd try. So that was amazing in itself.
Pretty good.
But, yeah, you know, I mean, it took me like 5 attempts, but the fact that I did it so I don't have to show any screw-ups in the video first actually felt really good. You know, it made it a really... It was like a good finish. It was like a good topping, basically.
Yeah.
Good way to finish it off, you know. And of course, you know, having all 5 energy tanks back, you know, there's no threat.
No.
You just stand in that corner, shoot there. I mean, I'd even let the one attack hit me because even if she does hit you, it's not gonna kill you, or at least it.
No, I mean, you've got the hyper beam, too, so it's like, you're not gonna die. If you die,
Exactly.
that's pure shame.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is of pure shame is, you know, I do leave the planet, I do rescue the little animal critters.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I don't even know this shit. I didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, he didn't even get to see this. That was the sad thing, you know.
I
remember
I was trying my heart out to try and text you on Skype, like, damn it, keep going, tell me what's going on.
Oh, see, that was the thing. I mean, we knew ahead of time that if it came to the point where I was actually going to beat Mother Brain and Skype would drop the call, we would just go with it and do a post commentary. We knew that ahead of time. We were just upset to see that it actually had to come down to that. But, you know, shit like that happens. Unfortunately, it had to happen on the very last video. But I think this is a little bit easier because then, like, we can say what we think about the challenge as, you know, this part's going on. You know, instead of listening to me ramble about trying to escape. You know, that part, pretty simple. You're going to see me fail a little bit in this room. Because, once again, I cannot time the space jump to my advantage well. So I stick with trying to do wall jump, but that all of a sudden fails, and I fall, like, all the way to the bottom. It's like the biggest fail right there. You know, biggest fail of an escape I've ever had. And, yes, I didn't... I know Topsy heard me on this one, but I was yelling because I was so upset that once again I wasn't able to get the shine spark to skip all the way to the top. I had to do the platforms one at a time. That was a big disappointment. But honestly, like, I mean, obviously a lot of people understand how I feel about this challenge run. I've done 20 parts of me going crazy over it. What do you think about it just by watching it? Like, did it seem like, what parts seemed the most challenging? Does it seem like it was a really well thought up challenge, or, you know, were there just some parts that were like, this is too ridiculous for my taste sort of thing?
Right there. That's what it was.
Yeah, right there.
Are you asking me or the viewers?
You. Well, I mean, I guess the viewers could answer it too in the comments if they want. It helps with the ratings if you do that. But more asking to you.
I wasn't sure. You were just arbitrarily talking. No, I can't remember everything that you did, I'll be honest, because it's been such a span of time between your first and last video.
Pretty sure this took about 6 months to finally get done with.
Some shit. But I think one of the hardest things was Ridley for this one.
Yeah.
Well, if I wanted to be a dick about it, one of the hardest things was getting up the courage to even try it. And then 2, I think Ridley is one of the biggest problems because he doesn't really have a pattern. Like, and I understand Fantoon does not have a pattern too, but the thing is, Fantoon is exploitable.
Yeah, he was. Well, so was Ridley at one point, like I showed in the video, the exploit where you stand on the very left of the path when he's doing his tail attack, looking to the left.
But that's not really concrete, though.
It wasn't, mainly because of the fact that his fire attack could still hit you, and he didn't just do that. Like, every once in a while, he would randomly come up and do that attack, but other than that, it was a completely random battle, you know? Although, honestly, you know, you had the worst end against Ridley in Fusion, honestly, because, you know, Ridley, at least in mine, didn't take up the whole screen, basically.
Well, although that's another spoiler alert. In a few days from now, I'll put up my finalized video. I had a really fucking pissed off moment just now in the one I just...
Yeah, in his current one, he had a really pissed off moment because I did the stupid thing of telling him that, oh, this boss fight's easy, and he was having trouble with it, and he was getting pissed off because, you know, he's like, this should be an easy boss fight, why am I not winning? You know, and I should realize, well, I mean, it's easy to me, no shit, but to a newcomer, like, that doesn't know what the pattern... Because when I first played the game, I didn't know what the pattern was, and I got my ass kicked plenty of times, and that's with energy tanks.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is my run is blind. I don't know the pattern.
Yeah, well, see, the other thing is that here I thought that he would have an easier time with the second to last boss fight instead of the final one, and he made mincemeat of the final boss and made me feel like a complete chump, because I never had that easy. crazy of a time with it.
I died one time at the Omega Metroid, or whatever it's called. I died one time, because I let him come all the way to the end of the...
Oh, yeah, you died because you...
Stop.
Well, yeah, first you let him... I think it's because first you let... And here's the funny thing. The clear time was only 3 hours and 26 minutes, and it took us 6 months to do that 3 hours. Oh, man. And I can honestly say, like, it was definitely challenging.
Yeah.
I am happy I did it, though, because there were so many things I found out about the game by doing it.
That's the one thing I was going to say. The funnest thing about doing a challenge run is not only does it, like, give you the sense of something more, because everybody who's, like, I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Everybody who's, like, really into gaming, they like to challenge themselves. So that's, first off, one of the very good reasons to do challenge runs. And yes, I'll admit that's one of the reasons I enjoyed Fusion, was because I like to challenge myself.
Until the end.
But it also gives you a chance to figure out the game a little more than you knew before. You have to do things you're not used to doing. You have to understand the gameplay more. You just have to be all around, like, aware of how the game is literally being played, like, what the character will do when you input these motions in the controller. You just have to be, like, more aware, and it's all about bettering yourself, you know, because, like, you go regular game, and then you'll be like, holy crap, I've done a 1% run, I feel like I can own this game right now, so it's like...
And you easily could, because, like, I didn't know the bomb jumping trick till this challenge. I always knew I could get to Fantoon ship without the grapple hook, but never knew how to do it till this challenge.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. You're like, I figured shit out.
Yeah, you know, it's like this thing that I knew I could do when I was a kid has finally been accomplished. It's that when I was a kid, I didn't know about the glitch on how to get the speed boost faster. And, you know, it felt really good to actually get that done, really.
And you like, never... before this, you and I didn't even really know about the blue suit. We've heard of it. It was kind of like a myth.
It was something we heard of. Not so much a myth, because, you know, we've seen videos of it done.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, it was a myth to us because we never even looked up videos of it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, oh, does that really exist? So you went and did your homework, and then you figured that shit out, and then it was like a glorious moment. It's that kind of...
And the thing that made it even more glorious, because, you know, because like you said, I did my homework, and then during the test runs of it, I found out of an alternate way to get it.
Yeah.
Which, to me, was the biggest thing of this whole entire challenge, was figuring out that there was an alternate way to get the blue suit. Now, this is something I didn't know. As you can see, you don't even get to see her face.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you only see, like, the bottom half of her face, a small smile. I don't know if that was the emulator glitching out.
Oh, I'm not sure, actually. But alright, everybody, let's hold on for 1 second and give a round of applause to FrostBytez for not getting 25% run, but a 24% run.
24% run.
Good job.
Another thing that made me feel very accomplished is that I beat it by 1%. But then you go on Google and you read about these people that beat on like 13%. It's like, fuck that. I'm not even going to touch that.
Dude,
well, I mean, it's just too much. That's, you know, I mean, 24%, it's mainly going against Ridley, like, put me in great strides of insanity that no other challenge has put me through. I couldn't even imagine doing it as like a 13-14% run, you know? And it's crazy, but like I said, I could easily say that the biggest accomplishment I had with this challenge was figuring out the alternate way to get the blue suit by getting grabbed by her, because I never even heard of such a thing.
I know, seriously.
You know, I only knew about how to get to it by doing the Shine Spark and making that being the final hit against her, but to actually get it during the fight, you know, I mean, it'd been better if I had more weapons, or the fact that if you know, the blue suit would have hurt her during the battle, but since it didn't, you know, it was still something. You know, just seeing it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, sir, congratulations for completing your challenge.
Thank you very much. And for those of you who are watching and who actually give a damn, because this is finally over, I am finally getting back to Phoenix Wright, and we are going to be getting that done with. So that's what you guys will be looking forward to come Monday. So we'll see you guys then.